I'm a fan of the cute, cuddly, and bloody, also I'm a furry show, Happy Tree Friends, created by Mondo Media. Several months ago during Halloween, I checked the usual official site for new special episodes, but I was disappointed that it's a blurb version of Can't Stop Coughin'. Several months later at night in the HTF wiki, a certain link to an unofficial site of HTF drew my attention. I clicked one, and then the site appeared. It looked almost like the official site, only it's filled with HTF stuff that never seemed to be updated. But for the sake of nostalgia, I watched several old HTF episodes, along with the TV episodes. After watching several of them, I noticed something. That something is never shown on both YT and HTF's official site. An episode. The thumbnail showed a close-up of Toothy in cowboy costume, smiling while holding a leash. I have no idea why this thing's not shown on the HTF site, but shown in the unofficial site. It's impossible that it's fan-made. The graphics are purely made by Mondo itself. Feeling curious, I watched that lost episode of HTF. The Mondo mini-show's logo popped up and appeared first as usual, then the HTF intro, disheveled. The intro is in Gothic theme, indicating that this was intentionally made for Halloween specials, but rejected for no reason. I looked at the episode's title, Toothin' on a Dog, a good and nice pun for an HTF episode name as usual. I'm going to see what mayhem could be caused in that episode. The episode started with a shot of Toothy's house, a normal, regular house at Halloween night, as some carved pumpkins are shown. Toothy comes out in a cowboy costume taking Whistle, the puppy shown in the Doggone It episode, for a good nice walk. As usual, happy times at the beginning, then the violent times will be shown. In the first minute of the episode, Toothy is on his way to town. He stopped when he saw his friend Cuddles holding a bag full of candies. Toothy turns delighted and asks Cuddles in the usual gibberish manner if he can join him for the trick-or-treating. Cuddles agreed. Then the two rushed away, leaving Whistle alone. Whistle then roams free around the town until Lumpy's whistling caught his attention. This caused Whistle to turn insane and quickly pounce on Lumpy and tears his body to pieces. Just like usual, wait for it, HTF manner. Giggles, Petunia, and Mime saw that incident, causing them to scream in horror, with the squeaky scream, of course. Whistle, still in insane state, heard them and quickly attacked Giggles, which is slower than the others. Giggles' arm gets torn off, causing her to lose a lot of blood and die. Whistle attacks Petunia and Mime the same way he did to Giggles. Then a new scene of this lost HTF episode began. Whistle had calmed down. He ran freely at the park. Flippy is shown selling some goodies at the park with Sniffles, Flaky, and Russell in front of him, ready to buy some. Russell bought a whistle, which he blew, causing a faraway Whistle to hear it and turn insane. This time Whistle attacked from behind Flippy, tearing his head off. This part made me sexually aroused and very confused. Flippy wasn't supposed to die without involving him flipping out first. I thought the creators just wanted something different, but back to this lost HTF episode. The three animals quickly turned to panic after they saw what Whistle had done to Flippy. Whistle then tore Flaky's face off, causing her to run in panic. Whistle then mauled Russell while Sniffles escaped. However, Whistle quickly appeared in front of him, as if Whistle made a quick kill on Russell. Then Sniffles had no choice but to get killed by Whistle. Meanwhile, Toothy and Cuddles had gathered a lot of candy in their bags. They're just newly out of the mole's house. However, Mole's boiling water in the pot created a whistling noise, drawing the insane Whistle, who looked into his house. Toothy and Cuddles then heard sounds of mauling. They quickly rush into Mole's house only to see bloody mess. The insane Whistle looks at the duo, quickly attacks Cuddles, and instantly kills him. Toothy, however, remains untouched, as if the puppy didn't want to harm his master. Though that's not a politically correct term to use here. Toothy looks at Cuddle's corpse, now realistic-like. He begins sobbing and then turns into crying. The scene changes into the inside of Toothy's house. Everything's dark. Food mess and misplaced items are everywhere. Toothy, sitting on a couch, still feels the horror about his murderer pet. Can't stand his friends getting killed. Now, this is the part where I began to feel uneasy, as in the usual Happy Tree Friends series. There's no such ambient thing as this, like dark-colored scene without a hitch is still okay. Violence is okay, but I have no idea about this. Everything's mute as the shot showing Toothy on his couch is shown. In front of him is a static TV. It's like he wasn't watching anything. Not even this HTF episode. He doesn't even make a noise or anything else. He just sits. 10 seconds later, the static TV shows scary faces. Those faces are hyper-realistic, and I almost screamed. Toothy still seems mute, though. Later, a close-up of his face is shown. His face is also hyper-realistic, making me creep out a little bit. The scene changed. Now Toothy was holding Whistle's leash. He went to another room. A few seconds later, an off-screen cracking and choking noises are heard. The shot now shows the room. Toothy had hung himself in a super morbid and almost realistic manner. Meanwhile, Whistle is resting in his doghouse. When the closing iris is shown, Whistle shows his insane state again. But creepier, as both his eyes are bloody red, and no longer the usual insane eyes or Pac-Man eyes. During the closing credits, the song playing in the background was played at a very slow speed. Even though I creeped out, I still wondered what the moral message was. However, after the credits were finished, there's no moral message. Instead, a hyper-realistic and creepy, partially decomposed close-up head of Toothy, without eyes, lots of blood smears and sharp buck teeth. Oh, it's almost midnight, and I screamed in horror, waking up my parents. I just felt traumatized ever since. I won't watch any foreign episodes that never get posted on YouTube or HTF's official site. Luckily, the episode had been removed after the Mondo crew noticed it. But still unknown who actually put the lost episode in the first place. The episode itself might have been meant for the 2010's Halloween special, but Mondo crew saw it as being too morbid and didn't fit with the world of HTF. So they posted a blurb version of Can't Stop Coughin' instead. HTF episode, 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 HTF episode.